afternoon, everybody. This is the 1st of July. It's a Sunday, it's 2 o'clock, and I'm up in my home county of Tyrone, and this is the Beagmore stone circle. Now, my brother Felim is with me, and Felim is going to talk us through the significance of this stone, of all these stones, and the lay of the landscape and some of the archaeology. Felim is also a poet, and he's written some poetry which he has happily agreed to share with us. So, take it away, Felim.
Okay, thank you, Colette. First of all, I have to stress I'm no expert on stone circles, on the grade in which they're erected. I am familiar with Beagmore, which I believe means small, large. Beag means small, I think. More certainly means large. And what we have here is a collection of avenues, one of which stretches out behind me, interspersed with standing stones, which you can see in the middle of this avenue, and complete stone circles, one of which is up there in front of me, a small stone circle. We also have piles of rock which look like a covered site, a site covered by a mound of loose rocks, which may be burial chambers. Now I'm standing on what looks to me like the top of one of those mounds of rock, and I would imagine that the rest of it goes deep underground. Having said that, some of these stones are on the surface, so I think what you've got here is a history over maybe several hundred years of ceremonies on this site, and as the turf grew up around the original site, the ceremonies continued. So I would imagine you've got layers of prehistoric commemorative monuments underneath my feet. So let's trip up to the heart of the circles.
The energy here is very strong because it's such an exposed site, and one of the first things I experienced getting out of the car was this sort of wind, so it would be very exposed, very windy. There's also a lot of very big crows, and of course these are very significant of the ancient goddess Omagh, and it's always very auspicious to see the crows like this, almost sort of habitat such an ancient site. Felim, what's the meaning of the stones in the middle?
I think these are loose, or they could be the top. No, they're loose actually. So they've just been exposed by digging. But what you have got here is another processional avenue stretching behind you. Some standing stones, which may be an older processional avenue, but interestingly, these are yet another formation of a rounded cairn of stones, which I would imagine we stretch down onto the ground for maybe another metre. The cairn is flat, which suggests that some of the stones have been lifted off the top. This whole site was covered by heather originally, up to not so very long ago. Exposed firstly by the turf cutting. So it's the banks there where the turf has been cut back, exposing the stones, and after that the site was preserved, cleared, partially cleared, to expose the formations that you see now.
On this site they've dated it back 6,000 years, which is just incredible. I mean, it's beyond the sort of imaginative comprehension, you know, in one's mind's eye to think back 6,000 years. So how do you think the landscape looked then? Would there have been forests here?
Certainly, this of course is a forest, these pines, which is not really...
That's a Sitka spruce, yeah.
There would have been a deciduous forest here, all over this landscape. And this would have been perhaps a cleared area in the middle of that forest. But notice the range of high ground, even if it's all the way around. What you have is a kind of an amphitheatre making up this area. Stone circles were raised on the tops that were easily set down within valleys and depressions with high ground all the way around.
So this is like a series of stone circles.
Definitely. There is maybe, well, so far I've counted 4.
Like, I've never seen anything like this before. And this is another processional avenue here.
Processional avenue, yeah, with a again, there are 3 or 4 stones at the top, again leading up to a cairn.
What is it? A cairn, yes.
Yeah. And underneath that, I believe would be a cyst chamber, a chamber with
And that's spelled C-I-S-T, a cyst chamber.
Kist, some people say kist,
Mm-hmm.
with 4 slabs making up the walls and a slab over the top. And within that kist, like a small oven, would have been a pot, probably placed there by the Beaker people, who arrived in Ireland about 2,500 BC, and with ashes of the deceased person.
Incredible.
So what you have here really is a burial site, in addition to whatever ceremonies went on as well. Possibly, of course, the site was already in existence before the people began to put inhumations. This one over here.
This is an interesting one because it's got so many stones in the middle of it as well.
This could have been, well, the later people, if I'm right, could have built a large kist here inside the stone circle.
And another processional avenue.
Another processional avenue leading to it, yes. As I say, I think there are several layers of occupation and dedication here, with maybe several ages of dedication as well.
So there must have been a lot of people living in this area at that, because this wasn't just, an isolated stone circle. You've got all these stone circles. There would have been a lot of activity around them. It isn't just, a small group of people puts this together.
I think archaeologists and prehistorians are beginning to realise the population in Ireland and in England, actually, before history began to be recorded. And I think you're right. I think it was occupied. But of course, this was a ceremonial area. People, families, clans, would have come from a wide catchment area to this place to perform their ceremonies at certain times of the year. And those times would coincide with the seasons that we know as solstice, Samhain.
Yeah, so you've got Omagh and Bealtaine and and Samhain, and of course the 2 major ones, which of course is Bealtaine and then Samhain.
That's right.
So you've got this sort of the light half of the year and the dark half of the year.
Yes.
Which
They were
is,
associated very much with life and death.
So you know that archaeologists today talk about their particular shapes because of this and because of that, and of course my feeling about it, that and of course the work of the famous archaeologist Maria Gambutis, who said that these circles, that the openings in them were very much like the opening of the womb, the birth canal, and so it was putting the ashes of your beloved, family member or whoever it was that died back into the womb of Mother Earth. How does that resonate with you?
It resonates very logically. There's a very strong correlation between life, death, and the earth, and the rivers, of course, as well, flowing water, and people's understanding of the concept of death and afterlife were based very much on trying to understand what lay beyond, trying to understand the divinities, and earth, sun worship, water worship, Mother Earth worship was very important to them. For example, ancient kings in Ireland, when they became a king, had to go through a ceremony of mating of the earth, because the clan depended very much on the fertility of the earth, and the seasons that went with it. And of course, if somehow the fertility failed because of, say, extra heavy rain over a number of years, caused by events far, far away from Ireland, then the king had to pay a price. And there's a strong link now between the bog bodies, which were well-nourished males who were ritually executed and then placed in certain places on the age of their kingdoms, a strong correlation between those bog bodies and the concept of a failed kingship paying the price for the failure of
Yes.
the kingship.
If only our present day leaders could not be dealt with in the same way. You failed.
I think the bogs be well interested.
Open that door into cyberspace.
That's it.
Drop them out. So this is another little circle up here, and this seems to... Is this possibly removed from the rest, or is it that there's been sink? Because it looks quite sunken here. Has there been sinkage, or...?
I'm not sure. I think that whoever constructed the original circle, there had to be a first one, then others would have developed around that. And as I say, possibly developed by later peoples who didn't share exactly the same beliefs, philosophical beliefs, as the original peoples. So what you have is an epicenter and then growth beyond that. But up here you've got a lot more cairns, we're just passing one cairn.
Yes. Oh, look at this, there's a little bit of a hole there. That's interesting. It looks to be hollow down there, doesn't it? No?
I think that's people rooting around.
Let me just have a little...
I would guess it would be
because there's a huge slab stone here that I have my foot upon, look.
Yes.
And now, here we go. I'm just pointing the camera down into this. It looks like quite a crevice, actually, or crevasse.
Maybe a big stone removed from that. There's no evidence to my mind of corbelling, which would have to be if it was hollow. So I think it's just raised up, and I believe one of these mounds or two of them may have been excavated.
Right.
At this stage. There's another mound here on my left.
And so what kind of artefacts have they managed to get out of these excavations? Because we were down at the visitor centre there having a little look. And
there's been a lot of beaker age pots found in this area during the course of excavations.
Right.
The beaker people came here, I think, about 2,500 BC. They came after the original prehistoric settlers had been at work here. But they adopted a lot of the prehistoric sites. Newgrange, for example, was not built by the beaker people, but it certainly was used, and the environment of the Newgrange used by the beaker people for burials. So I think that possibly the cairns may post-date the rings. You know, the rings may have been purely ceremonial, the cairns developed afterwards. So these sites are quite difficult to interpret because of the interrelationship of prior and subsequent waves of settlement. But this looks like a pure circle without any structure in the middle. Let me see, yes, there is a processional avenue leading to it.
There is, yes. It's been grown over by a little bit of gorse which they've attempted to burn off now.
That's right, yeah, that's just interrupted it.
And the processional avenue seems to stop here and then go in through these two big stones. So this is very Roman now, isn't it?
It is, very much like the original court tombs.
Yes.
A tomb-like structure.
That's right.
A womb passage-like structure in front of them.
Yeah, there's one down...
walls and an opening at the front.
That's right. Yeah, there's one down in just by Lochmela. I think I've taken my subscribers to before, and we've had a look at it. So what's this here? What are we looking at here?
I think that looks like evidence of excavation of that. I reckon the original archaeologists who were trying to unravel the site and make sense of it may have completed this excavation in an effort to get down to the base of to see how far down the cairn went. And I've got no way of knowing if this is the base of the cairn or if it goes deeper.
Or maybe they just stopped at a certain point.
But they may have actually excavated this cairn and then reformed it once they discovered the...
yes, because that's what they did at Newgrange. They had to kind of rebuild it. And that's a very interesting stone. It's sort of shades of duck egg blue.
It is, yes.
Isn't that amazing?
A bit like the blue stones of Felim and the Stone Age.
Yes. That's interesting. There seems to be a little bit of blue through all these stones. And I know a lot of them can be lichens, because I'm looking now at lichens on here. But yeah, there's something quite unusual about them. I mean, look, there's another one which is very blue. This one here, there seems to be a little bit of iron in it as
See, this has
well.
been broken or worn. You get a very distinct
That's right,
colour.
very blue.
And of course, this is
And
granite.
then this is granite. Where has
Yes.
that come from? Someone's brought that onto the site.
Well,
You know, I mean, obviously at the time of the construction of this.
Possibly. There's all kinds of outcrops of rock here, and perhaps there's a granite outcrop as well. I don't know. I haven't studied the geology of the site.
So Felim, you actually, like you, like to kind of write poetry about the landscape. No, it's I think it's actually a very rare thing because, you know, recently we've had, you know, the death of Seamus Heaney, and just by invoking the name of Seamus Heaney, because this was his landscape as well, and he wrote about what he seen but also felt from the landscape. Sometimes what we feel from the landscape is very hard to articulate. Now I'm aware that there's a wind coming across here, so I'm going to sit down here by this entrance stone. It's almost like a womb stone, you know, it's has a very lovely feeling to it, and you've brought some poetry along with you, and I'd love you to choose something just to read. And I'm going to film from here because that's going to prevent wind mucking up the actual recording.
Okay, well I'll read two poems from the middle of the stone circle. I'm a rhyming poet, so my poems will have an old-fashioned feel to them, but nevertheless, that's how I do it. I've called the first poem The Stone Circle. It's a short one. The shadows shorten in the rising sun. The standing stones rear up to catch its heat. The blackbird sings, a new day has begun, as darkness drains away in mute retreat. Mesolithic man had raised these stones to bend the yearly seasons to his will. The twinkling mica highlighting the tones which early masons fashioned with such skill. The hands that shape these monoliths are dead. Buried, sealed in kists. The ancient cycles by which mouths were fed have faded in the Celtic twilight mists. The stones, however, timeless in their brief, dominate the fields that lie beneath.
That's beautiful. That's really very evocative. I couldn't help but pan on to the stone itself because it, again, you know, our ancient ancestors believed in the transmigration of the soul, and that your soul could transmigrate even into a stone, that everything had a life. And certainly seeing all the lichens on this incredible stone here, it's alive, you know. And there's the mica that glistens in the early morning sun. Felim, you have another poem. Will you share with us?
This is a poem which I wrote with this Beagmore stone circle in mind. But it's a bit of a spoof, and I write a bit of humorous poetry, and I quite like this one. It's called The Beagmore Ghosts Convention. When midnight chimes on New Year's Eve, most of us are waiting to welcome in the coming year and start the celebrating. A little known event takes place. You'll seldom hear it mentioned. It's the highlight of the spirit world, the annual Ghosts Convention. The venue changes every year so as not to give a fright to any passing traveller who might be out that night. A ruined church, or ring of stones, or derelict old castle, somewhere off the beaten track, designed to cause no hassle. Now, spectral laws bind ghosts to haunt the place that they are given. They cannot flit from place to place like people who are living. But on the night of New Year's Eve, they are allowed to travel to their yearly ghost convention in exchange some spooky babble. The purpose of this meeting is to give to every ghost a platform and an audience where they can strut and boast of hauntings carried out at night and folk they terrorised, and the spectre who gets most applause also gets a prize. And so it came to pass Mass in 1994, the ghosts converged on the standing stones erected at Beagmore. The night was clear, the frost was sharp, it was perfect ghostly weather, as headless horsemen, grinning skulls, and banshees milled together. Coonainn Ghosts was holding forth on his latest escapade, when a dozen headlights rent the air like a PSNI raid. Pandemonium ensued. What could this outrage mean? Then a banshee wailed in disbelief, "It's those people from Time Team." From his jeep, Mick Ashton jumped, a professor with grey locks. He wasn't scared of ghosts and was immune to spectral shocks. Behind him came Phil Harding, and his Norfolk brogue rang clear across the frozen standing stones. "What are you lot doing here?" Then came Tony Robinson, also known as Baldrick. He hid behind Phil Harding's legs and whispered, "It's your call, Mick." The Time Team crew, their trowels raised, climbed down from out their jeeps. They dug too many bones to let these ghosts give them the creeps. Mick Ashton is a gentleman, as well as a history prof. He opened his discussion with a apologetic cough. "We're members of the Time Team, and we're here to do a dig. We didn't realise that you planned a ghostly gig." "Ghostly gig?" a banshee wailed. Her locks stood stiff with tension. "I'll have you know, you beastly man, this is our ghosts' convention." The other ghosts, some rattling chains, joined in the rising protest. These television people were the pits, the very lowest. But Mike spoke out above the din in that reasoned voice of his. "We'd like to wait till morning, but we've got to geofizz. The 3 days that they're giving us, we need for digging holes, so we thought we'd get some geofizz in before the sun rose." The spectral protest died away. They knew that they were beat. The geofizz electric pulse gives shocks to ghostly feet. The spectral throng with one accord declared they'd reconvene at the famous empty farmhouse in the townland of Coonainn. The rest is history, as they say, and in that fateful year, the racket of the Coonainn ghosts was heard both far and near. The neighbours never got to know it was outside their dimension, but it wasn't just a Coonainn ghost, but the total ghost convention. The Time Team dug their holes and left. The show they televised did not record the ghosts that they encountered before sunrise. They have 3 days to make their finds, but none of them will tell how much their programme, for effect, takes up 3 nights as well. Thank you.
Very good. I'll just explain to my American viewers that Time Team is a very famous English television programme in which a heap of archaeologists and basic know-alls spend 3 days. They have 3 days to excavate a site and deliberate and tell everybody exactly what it was all about and the meaning of life somewhere in between.
And the Coonainn Ghosts, spelled C-O-N-E-E-N, can be researched on YouTube. The Coonainn Ghost is a famous poltergeist who terrorised a family out of their home some years ago, many years ago actually, in the 20th century. And the family were so intimidated out of their home that they emigrated to America.
There you go.
Where I believe they were undisturbed.
So, there we go, folks, and this is our visit now. We're just rounding off our visit to the Beagmore Stone Circle. Apparently, just before we go now, there's a lot of other stone circles and burial sites across this quite small landscape, although it looks big, but we're not looking right off into the hills here. We're looking just at the landscape itself, and we counted how many circles there were. Was there 6 or something? 6 stone circles, Felim?
At least 6, maybe more.
At least 6. We have a little map here which we got from the visitor centre, and
all of the
so we'll just have a little look at this.
The blue and green rectangles represent prehistoric sites.
Look at that.
They're all within about a 5-mile radius of where we are now.
Fantastic.
Where we are now is here at the top. top.
Beagmore stone circle.
So all of this area is all prehistoric monuments, visible on, above the landscape, prehistoric monuments.
Yeah.
And there are different kinds of tombs, court tombs. Let me see, there's
so people could probably
tombs,
go
wedge
online
tombs.
and find out more about this.
That's right. The area is known as Cregan, C-R-E-A-G-A-N, Cregan. So if you look Cregan, we're going to see now an Ogham stone, which is within a few miles of the site.
Yeah.
It should have some of the runic writing, the Ogham writing.
Beautiful. So we'll be able to make a small video on that. I should have enough battery left on my camera here, on my trusted camera. Now I'm hoping that the camera picked up all the sound correctly, because like I say, it's a very exposed site. I've been sat here behind this stone hoping that the stone, as it guards the circle, would guard the level of the sound that you're about to receive, hopefully. But we'll play it back and hopefully it'll be fine. Blessings to all, and I must say I am just so happy to be back up in my little territory of Tyrone with one of my family. So blessings to you all.